Hey, Christian caregiver. Welcome back to Dementia Caregiver Support for Christians, the podcast where we teach Bible-believing Christians how to make dementia care easier today, while also helping you focus on tomorrow. Today, you get a special glimpse into a live coaching session with a client of mine. Every now and then, I offer these one-on-one sessions to my community members in order for me to catch up and have my finger on the pulse of how they are coping with their dementia caregiving journey. So let's listen to a live coaching episode on this coaching clinic Friday. I get it. I get this is your spouse. This is somebody who you have been an equal with when you guys got married and that things have changed. I understand that. But his brain is not processing information the way it did when you guys got married, right?
Yeah.
And so I know that you've been around kids. I'm not saying that he is like a child. I do not want you to hear that. But the reality is
It is.
brain is processing information in the manner of a what age? Would you say that you mentioned 9-year-old grandkids? Would you say he's better or worse than those 9-year-olds?
Worse.
Okay, so we know that you can see that he is not thinking as well as a 9-year-old. So where is that?
Okay, that's good.
And so where the frustration comes in, Pat, is when, and I'm not saying but when a person has an expectation that the person is here, but they're functioning here, you get frustrated. The person gets frustrated. The flip side of that is also true, is if the person living with thinking processes changes when they're here, but the people around them think they're here and they take everything away. I think in your particular situation, there's a little bit of a gap between where Art really is and where you think he is. And
yes, I think that's true.
If we can narrow that gap, it will take your frustration away.
I think it's narrowed. I think it's been narrowing just the last few weeks.
Right. And I can tell that. I can tell that the information that you've been getting, because I know that you're listening. I know you can't always speak freely and participate, but I can tell that you've been listening and you are doing so well with helping him, and you are so soft and gentle, and like the way you were with him, if you are able to replicate that as much as possible, because he listens to you.
I need to be kind all the time, and I'm not.
Well, honey, baby,
I need to be.
We all need to be. None of us are perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I realize more. Yeah, I realize more where he is. Yeah.
But I also think, I really, really, truly think that your stress levels tonight, like even in a Zoom room, were there and they're here. It's like that burden of just making this decision and I get that this is going to be a crazy 4 weeks. I totally get it. Like, I understand that. But at the same time, I know you've got it. We've got a lot of people who can help. And, the Lord really has blessed you with all of these things lining up, and getting you closer to his family is going to give you the support you need. Because if something happens, they're 30 minutes away.
Or to me, if it happened to me.
Right. But I mean, so the reality is, and this is the hard conversation, right? If something happens to Patty before something happens to Art, what happens to Art? Because Art could not live alone, right?
I can't.
So my job, my entire purpose in life is to protect Patty so I can protect Art. People who are really benefiting from the community are the people who joined earlier on, before they need it, and that have been active and are participating in the community, because then they already know what questions to ask and they have a place to come, and they're not constantly wondering, what do I need to do? How do I need to do it? So people listening are interested in tapping into or learning about the community. I'd invite you to just go to the website, thinkdifferentdementia.com. There's a link for you to schedule a 20-minute call. There's no pressure. I'll serve you regardless of whether you join the community or not. But it is a way for you to take this relationship a little deeper, a little bit more hands-on support, because really the research also shows it's longitudinal support over time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. I would highly recommend Lizette. She's awesome.
Tracy, I appreciate that endorsement.
You are welcome.
Thank you, everybody, for listening today. And as I try to remember, I don't always remember. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and come back and listen some more. I'm hoping to do more of these coaching style episodes on a Friday. So come back and check us out. And thank you for being here today.